Hmm. So we're at a cabin in the woods. That looks nothing like the Hansel and Gretel story. No, nothing like it at all. Get out of town. Hansel and Gretel who? Well, we did already do the old lady who lives in a shoe, who had so many children she didn't know what to do. Which at the end of the day was our own fault because she didn't keep her legs closed. Did I say that? I go there? Welcome back to Power Wash Simulator, everybody. We have a lot to clean. Although it shouldn't be too hard to reach the top parts now that I know I can move this. That was just embarrassing yesterday. I'm not even kidding. I thought about that the whole rest of the evening and most of the day today. I mean, how many times did I walk up to this and then it says pick up / place equipment on the bottom of the screen and I just ignore it. Hey, no man. Last Friday, we did our first community play session. Well, I say first, it was the 158th attempt to do that over the past 9 years. And I was pretty optimistic about it, but here we are the next Friday and nobody. Well, we don't have enough. So, just going to give up. Give up and keep playing what we've been playing. Mm-hmm. I did start reading. I keep wanting to say chapter 2, volume 2. I started volume 2 of the Metroid manga today. I kind of put it on hold for the holidays, but now the holidays are over and it's January, so hop back on it. Greetings! Yay! This house is got some weird dimensions to it, that's for sure. Just finished playing Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 was fun. Well, I take that back. It wasn't really my thing, but it was interesting. Wait, do I have to clean that too? Oh, god damn it. Well, shit. Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube back in the day. I was like, oh, they added Link. Cool. They added other characters to the Xbox and the PlayStation version, but I don't remember who. Spawn, I think. Somebody else. Spawn and Darth Vader, it may have been. I don't know why, but that's who my brain is telling me it was. Was always your favorite fighting game? The first fighting game I ever played was Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo because my uncle had it. I did okay playing against a computer like on easy or normal or whatever. But then Smash Brothers came around and that became our de facto favorites. It still is my favorite. Smash Brothers is pretty great. Jesus. This game is so hard to play without a controller. Ping, ping. You do miss playing Smash. Street Fighter has evolved since then. Yeah. It has. I assume. I don't know. I didn't play any of the Street Fighters beyond 2. We're having a good rain tonight. We've had like a steady, constant rain uh, since about lunchtime. It started raining. I mean, it had been drizzling on and off all morning, but then it really picked up after lunch. I don't know. I'm a little depressed tonight. You know, I'm in my feels tonight, unfortunately. I'm I'm just like I'm middle aged now and life didn't turn out the way I wanted. I don't really have anything going for me. And when the depression hit hard about 9 years ago, I started taking antidepressants, and they've kept me like blissfully ignorant in a little bubble. But I'm coming off of them now because I want to try and get my life back. And reality's kind of creeping back in. And which is it's great for my energy levels, you know. I feel energetic again like I haven't in a long time, you know. Um it's just I don't know. I don't want to bring everybody down by talking about it. I just want to I just want to pressure wash this stuff and not think about it. Oh, I wish that I had had other people to play Smash Brothers with back in the day, because the group that I had was awful. They didn't let us have any fun. See, the key, what you got to do is you got to find your tribe. You got to find the like-minded people that like the things you like, play the way you play. You know what I mean? You got to find your people. And unfortunately for me, I never did. Ever. I never get my hands on. No. I bought Mario Party Superstar, and we played it a couple of times. Me, you, Thomas, Pippi, and everybody. But I just kept getting mad at everybody because it felt like nobody wanted to take it seriously. Which I guess I understand the irony behind playing a party game seriously. I heard myself when I said it. But like, you know, here's my thing, and here's what a lot of people don't understand. I'm 41 years old. I probably got less years on this planet than I do years that are behind me now. Just given health factors, level of happiness, that kind of thing. I probably have left years left. I probably spent more years already than I have left, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Life kind of turned out to be a crapshoot. I'm unhappy all the time. Even when I'm doped up on antidepressants as high as they'll go, I'm just a doped up zombie then. So like, I'm fighting for my life every day, you know, and I'm very lonely and I'm very depressed. Um, I have an abrasive, opinionated, loud personality. It doesn't gel well with laid back and chill people. I don't really have too many people championing for me in my corner, you know, and I don't know. Whee! I bet I can't open this. I can't jump over it either. But honestly, without the streaming, without the YouTube and stuff, I probably wouldn't play video games. I'm going to be honest. And I think that's what, people in my circle forget is like, I don't really have an interest in playing a game off stream. Like this has become my new reason to exist. I need it. It's a scapegoat for me now. And I know how horrible that sounds. Nothing I Trust me, the horrible nature behind most of the shit I say is not lost on me. I know how horrible it is. I'm just trying to cope with reality because we live in a cartoon and it's terrible every day I wake up. Why I have to avoid the news. But yeah, I need the streaming as a hobby to cope so I can, hold it together. And I know that might not make sense to a lot of people, but it's really important to me. It's why I don't really ask you guys to play stuff off stream. It's why we don't go anywhere and do stuff. It's why I don't visit with people. It's why nobody hears from me unless it's streaming related, because this is what's holding me together. This streaming is the duct tape that's keeping me from falling apart. But I have been doing better recently than I've been doing in a long time, and I've been making all these plans and trying to get my health in order, and I'm trying. I'm trying. I have these little setbacks, where I get real sad. To start streaming, to have too much. Yeah. Most people do. Most people don't have time. Most people have work and friends and family and responsibilities. And people that would care if they went missing one day. But it is what it is. Ping, ping. You got to get yourself back in order. It's hard. I mean, it's not impossible, and I don't mean to throw anybody down a well and say, "Ooh, don't bother." No, always bother, always try. But it's harder now than it used to be. I tell you, this game is addictive. There's not even much to it, but I'll be damned if it's not addictive. I can just keep pressure washing stuff forever. And I might. They did make a pressure washer too. Or power wash simulator. I don't know why I call it pressure wash. Because that's what it is. It's pressure washing. Who calls it power washing? That just dawned on me. Power washing? It's pressure washing. I've never heard power wash in my life. Why did my brain not put that together sooner? Lord. Telling you, I'm losing my mind over here. Okay, let me back up. Approach from this angle. This one you have on PC. It's a good one. Ting ting. I need to hit up Lewis. You know what we may do tomorrow? We need to get back. We need to do the Stardew Valley thing. I might do that tomorrow. It depends on what everybody's doing. Do 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 do. I forgot about you, Wall. Ding. Do do do. He hates it too. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I think with Stardew Valley, I'm just trying to fill a void in my life. I honestly don't think I'm going to like it. I think that it's just, I find the graphics appealing and the fact that it's multiplayer appealing. And I think that's the draw for me. I don't actually give two shits about the farming aspect. As a matter of fact, I find crafting and farm games to be really annoying. It's still like beyond my comprehension why I took to Minecraft the way I did. Honestly, I think a lot of it had to do with Tyler and Lewis. I think that if I had been left to just play Minecraft by myself, I probably wouldn't have played it for as long as I did. I probably would have gave up on it sooner if I had played it at all to begin with. Um, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, here's the thing: I'm more of a social gamer than I am play a game by myself. Um, because at the end of the day, I like TV and movies way more than I like video games. Video games for me are not even remotely at the top of my entertainment list, like my media preferences. But the social aspect always was, because as a kid, I grew up playing video games by myself. And I was always, because like I'm 5 years older than my sister. So when we were real little kids playing video games, there was going to be a huge skill gap there where I'm going to be playing better than her. And those old Nintendo games were hard to begin with, so we didn't really get to play much together. And then we were about 19 years old. I met Tyler, and then he and I spent the next 30 years playing games together. Well, give or take. He moved and it all went to hell. But what can you do? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I took antidepressants like candy for 9 years. That's what I did. Bing. Oh, you know what? Well, I mean, there's plenty to play. I just don't know what. What in the hell? That's not even English. I can't read that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I'm just wiping it off. Okay, never mind then. I thought I had to concentrate the water in order to get the graffiti off. But it's coming off with the rest of the dirt for some reason. But yeah, going back to Stardew Valley, like I'm never, ever, ever in a million years going to play Stardew Valley by myself. It's just not a video game I have any interest in by myself. If I'm not playing it socially with other people, I have no interest. And unfortunately, that's most video games for me. Metroid is an exception to that. Metroid is a deeply personal thing for me. It might be the only franchise because, like every other franchise I play, you know, with a multiplayer element in mind to it. Even all of the Nintendo-y ones, you know, you have your Marios and even Sega with Sonic. Like, yeah, I've played Sonic games over the years the same way I played Mario games, but even when we were kids, we tried to make the whole Tails and Sonic thing with two controllers work, even though that just didn't work. That never worked. But yeah, I mean, I played Mario with lots of different people over the years, but my thing is I want to get back to being able to play games with everybody. Even if it's just one on one with me and one other person, like if me and you want to sit down and play something. Um, I've had a mental block for so long, and I gotta get the fuck over it. My only thing is that I decided last year or the year before that I didn't really want to have anybody's voice on the streaming other than like mine and Tyler's. So when I set up the whole community gaming thing last week, it was with the intention of like people just joining and playing, but not joining the stream. Because I got to thinking, well, my Discord is public, and I can't have randos coming up in here just voice chatting on my stream. But then there are people I trust. You know, there's you and Tyler and everybody. I would like to say I could trust Thomas, but Thomas likes to be a troll. So I don't trust him as much. But I'm still just not ready. I'm not ready to make that leap back into trying to have all my friends voice chat in a stream. I'm just not there yet. But I am kind of breaking out of my kind of breaking out of the funk I've been in for a while, and I'm ready to play with everybody again, you know. You haven't heard from him in a while? I never hear from Thomas. Ever. Ever. And this is gonna be ugly to say, and I don't mean anything hateful by it, but it's kind of only when he wants or needs something. Which is, I have PTSD from that. Because that's the way I've been treated for the past 10 to 15 to 20 years of my life. I don't know if I've ever talked to you about that. You and I, you know, it's funny, you and I have been friends for a handful of years now, but we don't interact much, and that's my fault. But I don't know if I've ever told you my, you know, exactly how people treated me, you know, in the 2010s and in the 20 teens. Every friend I had was just my friend because I could give them rides, spend money on them, give them a place to live. I had 3 or 4 different friends who all ended up homeless at various different points, and they all kept asking me for a place to stay. I let a buddy of mine live here rent free for a little over 2 years. Not a grateful bone in his body. He had to be told by a mutual friend of ours that he was being ungrateful. And you know, when he moved out 9 years ago. Not heard from him in years. So I just got tired of being hurt. You know, I got tired of being treated like a piece of shit. And it didn't help that I had a very mouthy personality. It didn't help that, you know, I have a teensy bit of an anger problem when it comes to competitive games. I'll just say it. I showed my ass when we played Smash Brothers. I'll say it. I did. I showed my ass big time. I showed my ass when we played Smash Brothers so much that they got to the point where they would plan to go play Smash Brothers somewhere else without me. And I get that. It's my fault. But at the same time, maybe if it didn't have to be fucking Dragon Ball Z every time we played, no items, no computers, None of the party game elements. No, none of that ever. Never, 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 never. It was always just we have to play Dragon Ball Z style because we're all a bunch of, heteronormative bros. And we gotta prove our masculinity and beat our chest and play Smash. No, again, you gotta find your tribe. You gotta find the right people, and I just never did. Never did. Which I don't really know what went wrong between Thomas and I, because we were good friends when, Tyler first introduced us. I blame myself. I think I ruined Thomas because I used to be extremely negative and cynical, and Thomas used to be this innocent little butterfly flapping around. And after about a decade of my negative ass influencing him, I ruined him as a human being. But no. Tyler's probably the only person in my life who's never been a piece of shit. That one person. I got the one person, but I don't really have the other people. But I'm putting the work in, so all I can do is just wait. Enough time needs to pass. After I got back from Tennessee the other day, much as I didn't want to, I made a new Facebook so I could start adding people as I meet them. I'll be honest with you, though, I still don't think that's going to go anywhere either. But I'll do it. Oh, hey, I was just talking about you. Damn, it is raining so hard. I can hear that over my game, over my fan. Wow, that is a hard ass rain. To be fair, bad shit. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. And a lot of that, again, we know whose fault that was. We know who ruined me as a person. I think a lot of people go through that, though. It's called college. You get introduced to all these new ideas and ways of thinking that you never were exposed to before. And you're running around with all these new, fresh ideals about the world, and you're trying to convince your buddies and everything. And even when you come up against new strangers who are going to be potential friends, maybe you meet them at a GameStop, you get to talking, and the next thing you know, you're ranting about 1984 and how the government's terrible, and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that at all. But you're so proud that you know that information. You're so proud that, hey, I'm a big boy now. I read a book. I know something. Please love me. Please pay attention to me. Please listen to the adult things I have to say. But for as much of a tryhard as I was with that, it was just very off-putting, and nobody wanted that around. So, lesson learned, but a lesson learned a little too late to do anything about it. Well, I mean, I get that from my dad. He gets it from my grandmother, so my sister has it real bad. Homeboy just exacerbated an already existing character flaw I had. Chirpy chirp chirps. But we'll keep it going, Even if we have like big months of worth of gaps, we'll keep the community thread in the Discord, and you never know. One day some new people might join and they might be up for playing stuff. And in the meantime, we can just play amongst ourselves. Tyler and I, one of the things that Tyler and I did in 2025 is we tried a lot of new games that we thought would be fun. The problem is, he and I both came to the conclusion that they're what we call streamer games. A lot of them are, like Peak, Lethal Company, um, Among Us, and those kinds of games. Um, they're good for streamers who play together. You get 4 or 5 streamers playing together, but it doesn't really work out for us. And it's one of the reasons that we started playing the Lego Star Wars is because we just need to play a good old fashioned. Chain Together was another one. We needed to. We needed to play something that was more us. We needed to play an actual video game. So Tyler said we're going to play again on Monday. If nothing changes, that's the plan. And I got to tell you, the weekend can't go fast enough because I've done nothing but think about that game all day. We get frustrated too. We do. But a lot of that's just, we're getting to, I hate to say it, but we're getting too old for this shit. Yeah, I've talked about the Mario 64 thing at length for like a year or so now. Great and staying positive. Yeah, I'm trying. Like, it's a setback. It's annoying, but I don't want to just bitch about it and spiral out. That's them days are behind me. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. Now I know tomorrow is Patreon day, so I'm going to be doing some Patreon stuff tomorrow. I need to push that harder. I really need to push that harder. I got to get more people in the Patreon. We donated. We made like a $40 donation to the Special Olympics for because we donated to 2 or 3 different charities at the beginning of 2025, and then I think June and July-ish, I ended up using the money on myself, and pocketing the money for a month or so. And, I did tell everybody. It was a full disclosure thing. I didn't lie about it. But I think that ended up being like $14 for 2 months. So I easily put the $14 back. But we sat on it and we didn't make a donation for the second half of 2025. So for 6 months we just sat on it. So in December I took the whole 6 months worth, which was roughly $40, and we just gave it to the Special Olympics. Because when you give to one charity organization, they blab to the rest of them, and then they all start sending me stuff in the mail. I've never really donated to charity before in my life, except for a few years ago. I don't remember how long, but for the last handful of years, every year now, I give some money to Wikipedia. I don't have a set time I do it, just whenever the little thing pops up in my browser that says, hey, can we borrow a second of your time? We need donations. I give them whatever they ask for, because Wikipedia is really important to me. But I figured, with the Minecraft tomorrow, probably not. I need to really focus on Pokemon Black 2. Now, if everybody wanted to play Minecraft tomorrow, maybe. But I'm falling pretty far behind on the immune deficiency foundation. Well, like I said, I'm open to different charities. I think the first charity donation we did through the Patreon was the Trevor Project. And then we did St. Jude for the children's cancer research. And then we did the Special Olympics. I think it might be time to do one that's pet related. But what I'd like to do is stop making the little $2 or $3 dollar donations here and there. And I want to just start sitting on the Patreon money. And we can either do a donation after 6 months or donation after a full year. Because again, I only have 3 people in the Patreon. So it's peanut a month. But I'm trying, you know. I just gotta stay positive and just keep doing it. It'll grow when it grows. Donate to a local no-kill shelter. I don't think we have any no-kill shelters around here. You know what state we live in? Or what state I live in? You're in a different state. Sickos in this state probably kill for sport. And I ain't talking about hunting. That's different. You know what I mean. Abuse. Ooh. I do need to talk to you off stream though. Um you had said you and your boyfriend or maybe fiance now. I have to admit I've lost track and that's my fault. You had said something about you guys might move at some point. You ought to consider moving to Tennessee. I'm heavily considering it myself. Well, for me, it's more than a considering. It's something I very, really, really much want to do. And it's funny because I'll be honest with you, even before Tyler moved up to Tennessee, I had always thought about a few places around the country that I wanted to live. California first, Washington State, Maine, somewhere around New England. If I wanted to stay closer to the South, Tennessee is my first choice because I'm not living in Florida. You can't pay me to live in Florida or New York or Texas. Those are 3 states are automatically a hell no for me. Not happening. But Tennessee is ideal. And again, I thought that before Tyler even moved up there. Georgia, if I had people there, like friends or family there. Mississippi, no. No, not Mississippi, I'm afraid. But Tennessee has the mountains, which I'm really fond of. My family used to talk about the mountains a lot when I was a kid. My aunts and uncles too. They'd always talk about going up to the mountains different times of the year. It was like a family thing. The Great Smoky Mountains. They talked about that so much when I was a kid. We went to Tennessee a time or two when I was a kid. We went up to the aquarium one time, and then we went for some church thing one time. I went a few times as a kid. Honestly, I just want out of Alabama. Like, I've lived here my whole life. There's bupkis in this state. The state's just too damn red. I think it's going to eternally be red because that's part of its personality is just being a red state. It doesn't have much of a personality outside of that. And I don't know. Not to shit on Alabama as a like remove the humans. Remove the humans. Alabama's a beautiful state. There's a lot of beautiful stuff here. But it's not called the cousin kissing state for nothing. You got to deal with the people. You got to deal with the people. Yeah. Maine is pretty nice too. It's a little too far north for my taste, though. I'm a little bit of a southern boy. I prefer the weather down here. I can't handle the northern states. I just can't. I'm a June bug. I can't handle the snow and the ice. I'm afraid I can't do it. They don't get the kind of weather up there I like either. Like they don't get the good thunderstorms. They don't get the good. Um, I'm used to the Gulf moisture coming up and making really good thunderbusters in the spring and the summer. More in the spring. You don't get that up north. I would miss that if I moved up north. Steam machine is going to be around $899 for the low end. What? Are they doing another Steam machine? I thought the whole Steam machine thing came and went. And now they're doing, and then they decided to go with the Steam Deck. And I'll be honest with you, PCs are going to be on their way out too when they figure out how to. When technology gets to the point where you can take everything that's currently in a PC and put it in a tablet, like the Steam Deck or the Switch, PCs will go the way of the Dodo as well. It'll all be that sci-fi tablet, you know. But first date was in Nashville. Nashville's nice. Truck yards in Nashville. See, I remember you saying something about his situation being tied around Nashville. Oh Lord, you sent a book. Hang on, I gotta read this. The larger Greater Birmingham Humane Society isn't strictly no kill. They may intake sometimes for diseases issues. Work smaller foster base. Well, I mean, yeah. And here's the thing: like, no kill shelters are great, and I know how this is going to sound because I love animals more than anything else in this world. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to, unfortunately, thin the herd. We only have so many resources in every municipality, and animals don't know any better. They're driven by the force of nature. So wild cats and dogs, people, they get cats and dogs. Maybe they keep them while they're cute and puppies and they get discarded outside for whatever reason. People move and abandon pets all the time. Those animals become wild. They roam, they breed out of control. Before you know it, all your animal control centers are completely full, and you can't just be there's no such thing as no kill shelter in this world, unfortunately. And that's not just America, that's every country. You have no choice. Sometimes you have like 100 dogs in one shelter. What are you meant to do? Where are they going to go? because animal animal control is like the least funded thing in any municipality. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, we care, but like people, taxpayers don't give a flying fuck. They want their football stadiums. They want their roads paved. They want, the usual redneck garbage people whine about when they whine about taxes. So unfortunately, all you can do at the end of the day is start putting them down and discarding them. Unfortunately, I hate it, but it is what it is. Because I mean, what are you gonna do? Just start making farms all over the world for billions of animals that we have no place for? So I'm torn on the issue of no kill shelters. I really am. Because and a lot of it has to do with just people being stupid. Because people want to puppy people will people will buy cats and dogs and perpetuate puppy mills instead of adopting from a shelter. And people always want puppies. They don't want a middle-aged dog or an elderly dog. They want a puppy. My family does that too. The dogs that we have now bought them puppies. No adopting. My family's never adopted a day in their life. They've always gotten every animal as a baby ever. And like I ever get out of here and live in my own somewhere, I really would like to go adopt instead of getting a puppy out of a puppy mill. Puppy mills are disgusting. And people do it because they make a shit ton of money. Get you two full-blooded dogs and all of a sudden you got a big payday every so many months. It's disgust. Absolutely disgust. Well, when I say I'm torn on it, what I mean is I'm not against them. I want them. I want them all to be no kill shelters. But the thing is, who's paying for hundreds of dogs and cats unwanted by the general public to be spayed and neutered? Who's paying for that? Because they have a set budget and it's usually peanuts. And at a certain point, you run out of kennels, you run out of spaces, and you're still just out there in society catching cats and dogs that people have turned loose that are breeding wildly out of control. It becomes an issue of disease. It becomes it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess because people in society have no responsibility about them. No clear sense of responsibility. People don't want to do the right thing because they're fucking assholes. But sometimes the most merciful thing you can do is euthanasia. Just it is what it is. Do I want that to happen? Hell no. But I also don't want 20 dogs crammed in one tiny little cage and just wallowing in their own feces all day, every day, living miserably because they can't get anybody to adopt them. That's torture to me. Like, I just riled myself up thinking about that, and I want to punch a hole through the wall. So, I don't know. I'm going to talk about something else now because my blood pressure's starting to really get up there. I could literally feel my blood pressure climbing the longer I talk about that. You don't have Minecraft on PC? You absolutely need to get Minecraft on PC. That way you can play with us. Oh. Oh. You know what? I just looked at the timer of how long I've been live. This is going surprisingly fast compared to some of the other jobs we've done. Whee! Some folks just ain't got no integrity. Okay, how am I gonna get in here? Do 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 do. Careful, careful. Don't break your neck. Bing. Wait, what's that pink stuff? Hmm. Strange. Yeah, I thought you had Minecraft on PC. I didn't know you didn't. At this point, I just assume everybody has Minecraft because I spent so many years, not playing it. Thought I was literally the last human being on Earth that had not played Minecraft. We got to get you a new job. We got to get me a job. And then we got to find Thomas a new job because every time that you guys are free to play something, his ass has got to work. I hate his work schedule. I hate it. He's never around to play stuff, and it's always his job. We got to find that boy something new. So what are you guys playing tonight while I'm sitting here power washing this cottage? Mm. Do, 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 do. See where you at in your first Skyrim game. What do you mean? You mean you like your old original save file from ages ago? Yeah, I've been thinking about Skyrim ever since I got back from your place, to be honest, and I think it's time I pick that playthrough up again. I finished vanilla Skyrim, But I feel like that whole playthrough was kind of rushed. Thinking about doing a proper playthrough of Skyrim. I would really love to do a proper playthrough of Skyrim. I want to do that game justice because it, is so important to me. I played Oblivion first, but I've spent more time in Skyrim. And I would honestly like to go in and finish it. So what I might do is I might just delete the footage that I have, because I was looking at my old Skyrim playthrough from years ago, and my God, it is unwatchable for the most part. Because that was like 2 graphics cards ago. You want to talk about pixelated and blurry footage? Woo! But I could do a modern play because I have the special edition now. I can play the special edition because it comes with everything. That could be a thing we do. Special edition was good. What little bit I've played of it so far, it looks so much better. I was thinking the other day, what might be beneficial to me is a proper schedule. What do you think? Because the way I've done things for 9 years is just kind of by the seat of my britches. Just whatever I feel like doing that day is what I do for the most part. But I'm thinking, like, I don't know, Skyrim Fridays, Skyrim Sunday, something like dedicate every day of the week to a specific game. I think that might work. That would be an interesting concept. Like Monday through Friday, whatever current game I'm working on, whatever current playthrough I'm working on. Like, it's about to be Majora's Mask. When I finish up this game, it's Majora's Mask's turn. Mask's? All right, you stupid chicken. You're in my way, you stupid chicken. You're covered in dirt that's not coming off. There you go. Bitch. Oh, snap. I just realized I cleared 91%. Nice. You mean you could do that? Yeah. It's something I thought about on and off over the years. Well, it's not something I've ever committed to. The Patreons are supposed to be on the 10s of every month. The 10th, the 20th, the 30th, but never happens. And since I've never kept to that schedule, I've never bothered making a different schedule. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I might do that. What I'm thinking about doing is Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays will be grab bags. Whatever game I'm currently playing that just came out, I play that. Tuesdays and Thursdays could be dedicated to Skyrim. Then Wednesdays and or Saturdays and Sundays could be. Well, the thing is, your days rotate, so it's kind of hard for me to do a schedule because you and I never play consistently on the same day. That might make it hard to do a schedule too. I don't know. We don't play every week though, you and I. So on the weeks where we don't play, I could stick to the schedule. Oh, I almost fell. I guess I will go ahead and jump down here. Let me go get the doohickey. You downloading it now? Downloading wit. Minecraft? 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 I was thinking about creating a friend world. The Thalassonovia is the streaming world. And then we have the Patreon world. Well, the Thalassonovia and the Jurassic world, those two worlds are strictly for streaming. And then the Patreon world is exclusive to patron members. But I was thinking about maybe doing yet another Minecraft world where everybody could just come freely play. And by everybody, I essentially just mean you guys. I don't mean every Tom, Dick, and Harry that joins the Discord. I mean the Enter Sanctum. Well, I mean, I like the way that we do stuff now to where there's not no hard dedicated schedule, because there's going to be weeks where you just last minute change your mind. Maybe you had a really bad work day, or maybe you had one of those days where you've just had to run all over creation, and you call me up and you're like, you know what, I'll be honest with you, I just ain't feeling it today, because that happens from time to time, and I don't mind that at all, because life is unpredictable and it gets busy sometimes. And even you could have the best day in your life where you laid around and did nothing all day and still don't feel like playing something. You know, we're not obligated to do shit we don't want to do. I used to bitch about it in the early days, but shouldn't have. Um, but I don't know. One of the things that I have kind of made up my mind on as far as like 2026 is concerned is less Nintendo and just more like Steam oriented stuff in general, or just non Nintendo in general, because they've lost the plot, and I don't know how much longer I can continue supporting their nonsense. Um, and I'm also robbing myself of, experiences outside of their domain by doing not putting my foot down with myself. You know what I mean? So, oh Lord, you're hiding the dirt from me. Oh, wait, no, you're not. Wait, yeah, it is. It's right there on the side. Damn, doing the wall is flying by. This whole area has flown by, I'll be honest with you. %, 98 degrees. I wonder if we'll ever see the boy band era make a return. Remember that? That was funny. I liked boy bands. I know that's not like a boy thing, but oh, that's your girl thing. I'm sorry, it's catchy. I was into pop music back then. I listened to everything on the radio. Maybe K-pop. I don't know. I couldn't get into K-pop. A lot of it probably had to do with the fact that I couldn't understand a single word they were saying. Probably a lot of it too, because I'm not a 16-year-old girl. I don't know. But to see that alienates the grown gay men who like it. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I couldn't get into it. I definitely think it's an age based thing. I think a 40-year-old being into K-pop would be weird. I don't care who you are. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. I would just side eye you. I know we're not supposed to judge, but I don't know. It gives me the ick. It probably shouldn't, but something about it just does. I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? I think I do know why. It's the sexual component to boy bands. They weren't just selling music, they were selling sex, you know. Now how where? Where is the dirt? You wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. Well, yeah, you weren't the demographic, were you? You weren't the demographic. Oh, damn. I found the spots I missed. I tell you what, this rain is so soothing. It is healing my soul. That's a loud bird. Yeah. Go figure. Hold up. Damn. Crap. You know what? Try to get your hands on some perfume. You'll smell like lemon pie. I have never used cologne until a handful of years ago. I found a 007 cologne for sale at Walmart in the what do you call it? Clearance aisle. And I bought it just because it was 007. But I ended up using it. I liked it. But I've long since run out. I don't currently have any. I need to buy some more. It's just I'll be honest with you, the smell of colognes and perfumes have always bothered me. I've never been a big fan. Deodorant I'm cool with, but something about the forced I don't know. There's something in cologne and perfume that bothers me. Bothers my nose. I don't know what it is. Could be the alcohol, could be the ambergris, it could be a lot of different shit. I don't know. God damn it. This is gonna have to be further over, isn't it? The thing is, fit right. I'm gonna have to hope you fit. Don't fall. Please don't fall. Oh shit. Okay. Huh. Whoop, whoop. I see a spot. How did I miss this much? Looking, I'm 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 looking. Oh God. Ladder. Week 2 by Sabrina. Going to bounce and get your game on. Do it. Do it. I hear the cat. Our cat's been real needy today. He has sat outside my door and whined all day. And I let him sleep in here earlier for a long time. He's being needy. Being, as the kids say today, extra. He's being extra. Yeah, I hear you, buddy, but I'm busy. I think the cat has separation anxiety because anytime my sister goes into the bathroom and she likes to hibernate in there, I think she falls asleep in there, but she'll go in there for an hour at a time and just hibernate. And the cat will just sit and whine because he's in there by himself. Meow. I hear him. Meow. 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 Why can't I place this where I need it? Why? Game. Please. Damn. Cheap, 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 cheap. Go top. Okay. Okay. Now the roof is probably going to be the spot that gets me the most because, you know, it blends in. I hate to do it this way, but I don't have a choice. God damn, I'm missing a lot of stuff. Okay. Main roof frames. Just main. We'll do main roofs. Where am I missing stuff? Where? But where? What part's dirty? You got to use your words, game. Really? Okay. Let me see if I can spot it. I don't. Oh, you son of a bitch. Front gable roof cap. I don't know what that combination of words mean. I know all those words, but I don't know what they mean in that order. Okay. Next. Windows. How have I not finished the window? Your dog has social anxiety. Ooh, I can relate to that. Okay, which window in particular? Go ahead and knock those out while I'm over here. Okay, which window? Because none of these are glowing. You son of a bitch. What window? None of them are glowing. 8 out of 10. Window frames. You know what? I'll just do window frames. Maybe that'll trigger. Which ones are dirty? Let's see. I knew it was going to be you. But it's this little one right here. No. I think that one. Let me double check this one. Really don't think it's this one either. Nope. It's got to be these back ones then. No, they're not dinging either. What the hell, man? Is it that one? You know what would help if these windows weren't lopsided? Start sharing games with Switch. You have no idea how. Oh, it's easy. Just run it through Streamlabs with a capture device. Go on Amazon and get the. You can go Amazon and get one for like 20 something bucks. Just run it from your computer, laptop, whatever you got. It's all plug and play. You don't need anything special, and you don't even need any money to get started. I was going to give you the one I have, but it had a short in it, and I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't want to burn your house down, so I chunked it in the garbage. But honestly, all I did is I went on Amazon and got the 20, I think it was like $24 to get the little device. Ah, it is this window. I knew it. What I do with my ladder. But yeah, go on Amazon, get the little doohickey. Yeah. And then it's just plug and play. You ain't got to download shit. Well, I mean, you need Streamlabs or whatever streaming software of your choice, but you know what I mean. You ain't got to do, there's no mental. Very easy. I think that's the windows. Timber pillars. Timber pillars. Oh, damn. Remember at the beginning of this when I was trying to do it without the hint system and everything? I didn't know that was a thing. Ooh. Ooh. I have no idea. You have to click on the seller and see who's selling them. I got mine's black. Send me a picture of it, what you're looking at in the Discord, and I'll tell you. Or you DM me, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can just, however you get it to me. Just show me what you're looking at. Mine is plugged in under my desk and I'm streaming, so, or else I would show you. Where is this? Oh, this is also a timber pillar. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky game. You son of a bitch. This game is a sneaky son of a bitch. Did I get them all? All right, we're at 99%, folks. Oh my God, there's still so much on my list, though. Sidewalls. Timber frames. We were just doing timber frames. Where? What timber frames am I missing? Where? What are you on about? I don't see any. Oh, you sneaky snake in the grass. You're gonna jam me up, which you. Okay, give me 2 seconds to climb up. Well, no, that ain't gonna work. I need the ladder to be on the front. Because I had to be able to get on the roof. Okay, and I'm up top. Okay, let me take a look. Okay, the thing is, I don't remember what platform I bought this on, but whatever you do, folks, do not buy the one on the left that comes from Amazon. I bought that thing and I have never had so many technical fucking issues in my life. It is a piece of garbage. Not only does it not capture in 4K, because that's a big fat lie, it constantly glitched. Like, when I say it glitched, I don't just mean, oh, there was a little hiccup in the recording. I mean, it would call Streamlabs to stop recording. It would shut my stream off in the middle of playing. Terrible, 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 terrible. Also, does anybody else do this? I take peanuts, salted peanuts, salted, roasted, or whatever, and I put them in a soda. I don't know where that came from. My dad showed it to me when I was a youngin'. I don't know if it's a redneck thing. I don't know where it came from, but I'll be damned if I don't like it. I don't know who just got culture shock right there, but yeah, peanuts in a soda. Um, but yeah, damn it, hang on a second. See, I get so flustered and I feel so overwhelmed when I'm live and I'm trying to do something. Open with paint. I gotta get rid of my personal information. Motherfucker. You already found it? Buy that. It's a real good one. And it's name brand. I'm just trying to cover up my serial number. Now I'm gonna put a picture of it on screen. Motherfucker. I hate it here. There. God damn, was that so hard? No good computer. Okay. Like I said, under no circumstances should you buy this piece of shit on your left. Don't be making a mess. Just what you want. The Eva XR1 Lite. I don't remember where I bought this. Yeah, it's dusty as hell, but it's great. Okay. Best Buy or Walmart? One or the other. You knew you came to the right person. Well, it's not because I'm super knowledgeable. It's just because I bought multiple capture devices over time. I know which ones turned out to be lemons and which ones were good. Eva's a good brand name. So, or Ava. I don't know. Of course, the one everybody, the Elgato is like the Coca-Cola of capture devices. But those things are expensive. Expensives? Those things are expensive, and I can't afford an Elgato. Hmm? They're getting real bad lately. They knock 50 times a day. 50 times a day. It's nonstop. What you even come bringing in here? Oh, a tea. I'll take a tea. Mickey D's. I don't really want it, but I'll eat it. Damn it. Not my fat ass eating on stream. Okay. Move the mic back away from my mouth. I don't know what the game is talking about. I don't see timber frames. I highlighted it. Does it mean these stupid things, like the post count too? I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with eating on stream unless you're a fatty, then it's embarrassing. Although, YouTube might actually stop us from doing it before long. There's a huge lawsuit going on with YouTube right now. Huge, 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 huge. You are not allowed to talk about or actively show any kind of self-harm. Like if you have an eating disorder, you're not really supposed to talk about it or glorify it. So like if you are morbidly obese, you can't come on and do mukbangs anymore and talk about it. They're cutting that out because they're getting sued. I just don't know. I don't know where this missing beam is. Borderlands 3. I want to play Borderlands. I bought Fallout 4 the other day. I'm going to be playing that. That ought to be fun. Oh, damn, there's a whole large fry in here. I'm trying to not eat fast food anymore. I went almost an entire year without fast food. Almost 2 years. Not completely without it, but like without eating it regularly. Okay. I'm just going to get the pieces I know I can get. 5 gable roof frames. Does anybody see anything flashing? Oh, yep, I do now. Okay. We just got to figure out what side. Yep. Yep. You know what? I wonder if that's what I missed on the other side too. Actually, you know what? It's not showing me that I missed anything right there in that spot. No, I think that was it. Sidewalls. Oh boy. How many sidewalls did I miss? Well, the wall is white, so I can't really tell. Oh, I see it glowing. I see you glowing. Hmm. I barely touched it. Side eaves. Damn. Hmm. Um, I just sprayed these a minute ago. I knew it. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get the ladder. Hold up. They're off into the trees real quick while I eat these fries. They're already turning cold. I do worry about that being on YouTube for so long. What if something I said 8 years ago becomes TOS breaking, but wasn't when I originally said it? Then what? If I have a 30-part series in a game and you want me to remove episode 12 because it breaks TOS now, even though it didn't back then, that's fucking me over. Now, there's a huge difference between demonetization and then deplatforming. Sometimes they'll just remove the monetization of that video. But there are entire instances where they'll just block the video. Now I'm gonna be mad because I got to replay that whole game. But you cut out episode 12 in a 40 episode series. So I think it should be retroactive or not retroactive. I think it should be whatever, whichever one is like going forward. Any video posted the day of or after the day you changed your policy. I feel that way about TV and movies too. There are there are 3 or 4 episodes of It's Always Sunny that you can't watch on streaming because they're culturally insensitive. Well, yeah, they're supposed to be. It's satire. Lord help me, Jesus. Look at that one cloud. But now my hands are going to be all greasy. No. 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 Finally got around to editing the vlog footage that I've been sitting on. I didn't record a lot of vlogs last year. There just wasn't anything going on. I mean, like, literally, there was nothing happening. Last year was quite boring. Okay. Right. But new vlog should go up tomorrow. I still need to upload it. I edited it for 2 hours today and lost everything because goddamn Microsoft Clip Champ keeps freezing and crashing and then won't load your project. I gave up. No, I had to start over. Like, I didn't lose the clips. The clips are, I record everything on my phone, then I upload it to my computer. So the clips are sitting in a folder on my desktop. I didn't lose the clips. What I lost was the edit. I had to start editing all over again from scratch. Which are still hours of work. Knowing. Really. No. God damn it. But I just used Windows Movie Maker. I got fed up. Because you have to pay for most everything now. And I downloaded DaVinci Resolve, but it looks really complicated. Now I have to sit down and learn it. I see you out there, little gnome. I knew I spoke too soon earlier when I said this job was going quick. Chimney what? The chimney's not even glowing. Chimney shaft. Oh, duh. Damn. Wanting know? Door. Just door. Door. Oh, are you shitting me? Wow. Up. Down to just 3. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Man, it ain't even been 15 minutes of eating that garbage. Oh, why do I do it? Why did y'all let me do it? Y'all sat right there and watched me do it. Y'all sat there in clear daylight and watched me eat that McDonald's. And now I want to throw up. I blame you guys. Even the people watching this in the future on YouTube. You could have stopped me. You could have stopped me. But you didn't. You let it happen. You let me eat swill. And now I feel gross and my stomach bothered me. Oh, I felt nauseous. I tell you what, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you put up with McDonald's for as long as you did. Gross. And it's funny because I used to love McDonald's. I mean, growing up, what kid doesn't love McDonald's, you know? But as an adult, it is swill and I hate it. I prefer Burger King. Literally Wendy's, anything. Just not McDonald's. You haven't ate it since you quit. I don't blame you. Okay. What the fuck is a timber frame? Oh, I missed a post somewhere. I see you, bitch. Incoming while you post. Oops. Okay, timber frame. Tell me your secrets. See, to me, frame is the skeleton of the house. It'd be like this piece here, that one, and that one. But nothing's glowing. Hmm. I don't know. Do you guys see anything? I don't see a thing. Nothing anywhere is glowing. No, not you. You. Oh, right under the window. Oh, is that what it is? Wait. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, Lord. No, I'm not doing any more tonight. I really want to, but I'm going to go nurse this upset stomach now, and I'm eating garbage. I hate my life. But not seeing any other buildings. Man, we've done a lot. All right. Well, thank you for being here with me tonight and keeping me company. Like I said, we were going to play as a community, but I ain't got no community. I got a couple of people in the Discord, some friends, some viewers, but not enough to do what we really want to do, you know. It is what it is. Anywho, I'm gonna go. I guess I'll get to uploading that vlog, and I guess I need to edit this together. But yeah, like I said, folks, don't you want to get a capture device? Like I said, technically that one on Amazon works. It's just it glitched like crazy for me, and I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know anything about the technology. I just know that this is a name brand, a name brand that we can trust, and it's who I went with. You know, it's a budget capture device. It's plug and play. The sticker, that little holographic sticker there, clearly says certified for OBS. So, oh, God damn it. Accidentally grabbed the assets. You guys can't see what I've done, but I fucked something up behind the scenes. No. I'll fix it later. Okay. I'm heading off. See you, folks.